Welcome to Wilson Partitions. With locations in California, Texas, and Connecticut, Wilson is the source for interior aluminum doors, frames, sliders, and glazing systems. This video will go over the installation instructions for a Wilson Partitions flush slider. Locate the opening by checking the box contents provided. The box and opening numbers will be written on the end of the packages. Note that the larger units may require more than one box. Locate the opening. Check the dimensions and square of the rough opening width and finished opening height. The rough opening width should be the nominal door width, plus the daylight opening of the side lights, plus the width of the intermediate verticals, plus 1.5 inches. The finished opening height is the dimension from the top of the track to the slab or finished flooring. Note, make sure the drywall header or ceiling grid is level. Refer to the drywall framing instructions on our website for important information regarding stud placement and other framing requirements. First, attach the SC1 and SC2 clips to each end of the track with 1/2 inch self-tapping screws. Hold the clip back slightly from the end of the track. Grind down the screws on the back side of the track at the larger SC2 clips. Do not move the preloaded hardware. Pull up on the back of the hardware to disengage the roller from the bracket. Test the soft open close function by sliding towards the bracket. Note, if the soft close does not function, stop and contact your distributor. Make sure to hand tighten the adjustment screws. Over tightening may result in damaging the bracket. If the jambs were ordered with scribe, measure from the top of the track to the floor and cut the jamb to the required height. Slip the cased opening and glass jambs over the wall. Make sure the wide margin of the glass jamb is on the same side as the track. Holding the track against the finished head condition, attach the header clips to both the cased opening and glass jambs. Note, it is critical to align the trim snap legs on the cased opening to the trim snap legs on the track. The use of a clamp here is recommended. It is also important to make sure the glass pockets for the track and glass jambs line up. Plumb the cased opening jamb, then secure it to the wall using 1 5/8 self-tapping drywall screws. A screw is to be placed approximately every 12 inches on center. Attach the track to the drywall header or grid with number 8 bugle head drywall screws utilizing the pre-drilled factory holes. Place a mark on the track to the scheduled opening width. Snap a chalk line between both jambs for intermediate vertical and sill alignment. Place a mark on the floor to the scheduled opening width. Snap the half jamb and glass pocket together. Position the half jamb to the scheduled opening width and attach it to the track using the OC2 clips provided. Make sure to leave approximately 1/8 clearance to allow room to snap on the trim. Snap in the TG612 filler plate. If there are intermediate vertical mullions, attach them to the track at the desired location at this time. Attach the SC2 clips to each end of the sills using 1/2 inch self-tapping screws. Hold the clips back slightly from the ends. Grind down the screws on the back side of the sills. Position the sills between the verticals. Shim the sills at this time, keeping the bottom of the sills slightly above the height of the finished flooring. Make sure that the glass pockets on the sills align to the glass pockets on the verticals. Fasten the SC2 clips on the sills to the verticals. Check to make sure all vertical jambs are on the same plane. Plumb the glass jamb and secure it to the drywall. Anchor the sills to the floor. If there are intermediate horizontals, place them at the desired height between the vertical mullions with the glass pockets aligned. Fasten them using the SC2 clips on each end at this time. Snap on all the glass stops. Install the cased opening and glass jamb vertical trim pieces. Measure the opening and cut off any excess from the bottom of the trim if necessary. The trim should be snapped on using a rubber mallet. Install by hooking the outside legs and lightly tapping towards the inside edge. When the trim snaps on, it should fit snugly. Install the track header trim. It will be necessary to notch this trim around the OC2 clips at the half jamb and any intermediate verticals. From the door side, clamp the half jamb pieces together and snap on the vertical trim. Snap on any additional vertical trim at this time. Install the horizontal trim after the glass is installed. Install the floor guide to the bottom of the half jamb vertical. Drill 3 pilot holes using the floor guide as the template. Secure the guide to the jamb, making sure the screws are flush with the guide. Do not over-tighten. Attach the receiver channel to the cased opening jamb using a number 8 1/2-inch truss head screws. The channel should align with the cased opening trim. Attach the hanger plates to the top of the door using the screws provided. Make sure to follow the hole pattern provided in the submittal. Set the door on the top of the floor guide and tilt the door up into position. Lift up slightly on one end of the door and engage the roller with the hanger plate. Repeat with the other side of the door. Open the door until you have a 5 3/4 inch overlap of the door past the half mullion and hold it in place. Loosen the 2 screws on the backstop and position it behind the door. Tighten down the screws. Note, do not over-tighten the stop screws. Once positioned, mount a number 8 1/2-inch truss head screw into the oblong hole at the front of both trigger arms. And finally, snap on the track fascia. And that's how you install a Wilson Partitions flush slider. For more information or other videos, go to wilsonpart.com.